Apologies for the delay, everyone, but it is now 7:04 and we'll call this meeting to order. First of all, thank you all for attending, and we will try and get through this very quickly, but thoroughly here. So we'll kick it off right now with the Secretary's report.
That's me. Hey. All right, everybody. Let's see. Everybody received the minutes along with the email today. Can I get a motion to approve?
Approve.
Motion to approve.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All right, minutes stand approved. I hope you all like the new YouTube videos. I'm going to try to get it all into one video this time instead of 4 separate ones. I wasn't for sure I was going to get done in time for the meeting, so I was kind of breaking it up to get as much done as I could. But this one hopefully will be on one video for YouTube. All right, and then next we're over to Renee.
Okay, review of the Treasurer's report for May 2021. We had a beginning balance of $11,095.15 with expenditures of $2,994.27, and most of that was grant reimbursable. We just turned in our last report to be reimbursed, but our ending balance right now is $8,100.88. Motion to approve the Treasurer's report.
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Third. Fourth.
I got 4. Do I hear 5?
That was easy.
Bravo. Thank you, Renee. And thanks, Jason. Yeah, you're doing a great job with the minutes, and appreciate being able to see the video for people who have missed it. Some people actually have told me they have gone back and watched some of that or caught some of the previous ones. So making it available on YouTube as well is a good thing. Be out there.
And we're going to start recording it too. So when we go to the live thing, we'll be recording it and it'll also be up there.
Yep.
Okay. We'll do both for sure. As far as East Lake CERT updates, let me just go down to the page with hurricane season. It'll probably be the last month we have to have this up, even though we'll be in hurricane season. But just to give you a quick update, because this is the first month of our hurricane season. So if you have not yet taken advantage of it, there's a lot of info here, and please take notice and take action for yourself, for your family, and for the CERT team, so you'll be able to activate comfortably and be prepared. So here is the new preparedness guide. They finally put the 2021-22 up, because it used to be the 2020 version up until last week. Also, all the other information about having a plan and flood zones and other preparedness are at this right here, pinellascounty.org/emergency site. And all those checklists that Jen B put together, very helpful, useful information is right here at this link.
Okay.
Quick note.
Excuse me, Reggie.
Yeah.
Tom, Gary's trying to get in and he can't get in.
Okay, there he is. Okay, he's going in.
Thank you. Sorry.
I do have. I'd like to interrupt for 1 second. I'd like to say whose phone says RJ's phone, because I have no idea who that is in our roster.
It's Ron Miller's phone.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
RJ is my first 2 initials turned into a word.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hi, Ron. Okay.
Hey, are we raising hands since I'm now talking? My hands
I
up.
was going to say, he's got his hand up, yeah.
Yeah. Where's the, since I've already interrupted. Well, I didn't interrupt, Tom interrupted. But where is that information posted? I had noise in the background, so I missed it. The hurricane prep info?
Oh, it's on the agenda and in the minutes.
Oh, got it. I'll
The
check
attachment.
it. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, I just put it on the screen here, but it's on the attachment that you have as well.
Yeah, that'll help me more
You'll
than
have access to it.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. Quick note on this year's hurricane season. We've already had 2 named storms. Anna and Bill have already been named. There is also a tropical depression in the Gulf right now, which has a 70% chance of becoming something. and will affect maybe the northern Gulf coasts, probably not Florida, but you can go to National Hurricane Center or NOAA.gov and see more info on that. But it's just a tropical depression. Hey, speaking of the last two hurricanes, it was, or storms, I apologize. It was Bill going up the Atlantic coast, and we have a few people there in New York. Glenn and Ralph Lopez, Jackie, I think they're all New York. Have you felt any of that storm? Want to give us an update?
There's a joke in there somewhere.
I didn't get tickled by it, but I'm over here on Long Island, and just the waves in the beach. That's all that was coming up, small waves. So it went off. So we didn't get hit by it.
I didn't even hear about
I
it.
got my gear.
No? Okay. Yeah, I know it was hitting and is now approximately even with Nova Scotia and moving its way out, but some of the lower states did, East Coast states did get affected by it a little bit, storm-wise, but okay. It's just good to know.
We did have some nasty storms last week. I guess that was it.
Yes, yeah, that was part of it. It wasn't already in formation then. So, yes. Okay, just wondering. So we'll go back to that. We'll probably dump that after this month, but we definitely want you to stay aware, and we'll keep you informed as best we can. Let's move on to team and committee reports, please.
All right. Sorry about that. I jumped in there a little early. Let's see, training team. So in case you didn't know, if you haven't looked at the calendar lately, we got the next G317 class coming up July 9th, 10th, and 11th. We're going to do the Friday, I just think seems to work better on Zoom instead of everybody trying to rush and get to the fire station, after work and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with that on the 9th. And then 10th and 11th will be at John Chestnut Park. Of course, on the 11th, we'll need all hands on deck to help out with our SAR drill and exercise there. And of course, we show up in force, of course, it makes us look better too if everybody comes and shows up, participates. So we need all hands on deck to help participate on that. Also, don't forget the Florida CERT Conference, August 23rd through 28th. I can't stress enough, folks, there's still not an update on what the actual training schedule is going to be, but you're going to get more training in this week than most CERTs do all year long. So I highly recommend attending that. It is $175 for the conference that's on the weekend. The classes that they have throughout the middle of the week, typically there's no charge on that. You just got to show up, pay for your room and board, someplace to stay. I do have a room. If anybody wants to chip in on that, I've already reserved it in the main in the main resort area. Also, just to throw it out there, they have a really nice hospitality suite. We were drinking top shelf last what was it, 2019. So if anything, come for that. Let's see. Also, upcoming FEMA.gov stuff. I kind of went on the CERT, the SER track site today, and just kind of seeing what was going on. Today, they had the G300 class, Intermediate Incident Command System for Expanding Incidents. That is a really good class to have under your belt. I took it in Pasco County a few years back. That just started today in Hudson, so you missed out on that. If you were looking on this website, like I told you to last month, then you would have seen that. You could have attended it. At the Pasco County EOC, October 26th through the 27th, they're doing one. It's not really part of the CERT curriculum, but just to be involved in a FEMA type organization with Homeland Security and everything, it couldn't hurt to have this one under your belt either. It's Management, Medical Preparedness, and Response to Bombing Incidents. MPRBI. It's the MGT 348 class. That's in October. If you can get off work, I highly recommend checking that out. There's a lot of stuff going on. Tomorrow in Winter Haven, preliminary damage assessment comes. They're starting that class in Winter Haven. That's June. July, we got Hazmat Incident Command, LEPC 001. In Winter Haven, July 13th through 15th, they got the G 300 Intermittent Incident Command class again is going to happen. This time it's going to be over in Winter Haven. Now, on this one, they have stated that they are using the 2019 curriculum. They're not doing the updated curriculum. But if you take it, it still counts as a FEMA credit, still on your record. And I won't go any further than July. The next thing looks like there's nothing really going on until October. Let's see. Is that me? Okay, then I go right into comms. So any new or upgraded hands?
Studying.
Not yet.
Getting there, not yet.
Okay. What do you guys think about if we actually pay an instructor to come in and teach a class on a weekend, and then at the end of the class, they will do a test and get you guys' license? How many people would be interested in that? Can you take it off screen share for a minute so I can see a raise of hands there? Who all would be interested in taking that? Okay, couple of people.
Michael's not here, but I'll raise my hand for him.
Michael would. Okay, yeah. So there's some interest in it. Thanks, Reggie. You can go back to screen share again. When I talked to Clayton the other day about the pod runner, and we got some new equipment that we're going to be putting in the pod runner. I just threw at him. I was like, we got the budget coming up. What kind of equipment do you think we should get? And he suggested, pay an instructor to come in and teach a class so you get more hands, to build that up. Because we got into the whole conversation about the commercial radio and what we're using it for. And he just said it makes it hard for him to sell the ham equipment to the state and to FEMA and people we get our grants from if everybody's not a ham. So he's like, make sure you don't lose sight of getting your ham radio license. That way we can, continue to get the nice equipment and everything. And also the good news is we got the okay to put a commercial radio, a DMR radio. It's an Antitone. It's one of the best DMR mobile radios out there on the market. We got 3 of them. We're going to put one in the pod runner, one in the trailer, and probably one in the big yellow case that I usually have that has all the commercial handhelds that we hand out at training. We're probably going to put one in there too, because these are crossband repeaters as well. So that in itself can act as a small repeater, and we don't have to pull out the big repeater. So that's just a thought. Let's see, upcoming training, and we're going to pass that on to James. He's the one that's been checking the websites with the local radio clubs. What kind of testing is going on this month, James?
Alrighty then. We have Gulf Coast Amateur Radio Club, June 19th, July 17th at 10 a.m. Both times. You must contact them. Email. Email is aj4aj@icloud.com. And that's going to be at the Millennium Academy at 10,005 Ridge Road, Newport Richey. Clearwater Amateur Radio. They're holding one on July 12th, August 9th, from 7p to 9p. Also, you have to contact them. You need to contact Mike at k4hn@carshamradio.org. And their testing facility is at the Clearwater Fire Training Facility at 1716 North Belcher Road in Clearwater. I also have St. Pete Amateur Radio. They're also holding testing. Limit of 5 for them. You must contact them. AI4GP@arrl.net, or you can call them at 727-631-3789. And that is going to be at 1699 90th Avenue North, Pinellas Park. All these you have to pre-register your to get your FRN number. So don't forget to go to FCC before you sign up for these classes and get your FRN number. I also got some ham fests that are coming up. Some of them usually hold testing. TARC Fest, Saturday, August 21st. This is at TARP, Tampa Amateur Radio Club in Tampa on 22nd Avenue. I think it's considered Ybor City area. They sometimes have testing, but I didn't say on the website. Then you got the Tampa Bay Ham Radio Fest, which is the 40th anniversary. That's going to be in Plant City. That's our local big boy. Then we have St. Pete Amateur Radio Fest. They got a free swap and tailgate Saturday, November 13th at Freedom Lake Park in Pinellas Park at 8 a.m. until noon, free admission, and they are having VE testing. So that's in a park. Then you got the big boy, Hamtation 2022. This is Central Florida Fairgrounds in Orlando, February 11th through the 13th, 2022. That is all I have for testing and Hamfest for tonight.
Glenn has his hand up.
Yes, go ahead, Glenn.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention, I think UPark is starting their testing again next month. You can check their website. I'm pretty sure July.
I checked theirs and then there was nothing on there yet, so it still says canceled.
Okay, because they just opened the firehouse. They held their first in-person meeting
this weekend
in June. So, okay.
Yeah, I'm sure Alan and Em will let us know. Hopefully, Glenn will let us know too, and we'll keep in track. I'm trying to get more involved with them. Just so much going on already. It's hard to pick up another meeting. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you, James. I just think Glenn had his hand up for a long time. I was like, I don't think he sees it.
I'm sorry, I was.
That's a lot of info, James. Do me a favor, post that to the website under the comms link.
Yeah, and I'll also email it all out because I got this morning and I did threw it all together on a form. So
thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Next we have is Med Team. Dave Moore was busy, so I couldn't get a hold of him, unfortunately. But he being EMT, etc., was going to do some, get us together some more formal training now that we can meet at the firehouse. As a matter of fact, hey, Jason, that upcoming G317, we're allowed to do at the firehouse. So Saturday and Sunday, you can do the teaching portion there, and then we can have the search and rescue at the park.
Okay, so like we used to do it when yeah. Okay.
Pre-COVID. Yep, you got it. Also, Station 57, they've been very busy getting it back together and getting used to the new normal, but they're going to continue next month their new CPR and AED courses. They just haven't given me the dates yet and time. So as soon as we get that, we'll put that out for everyone because I know they're really excited about that.
It's on the website, I think, bud. I put it on the YouTube video. I did a screenshot and put it up there. She probably hasn't emailed you, but somebody put a schedule up on the website. Good
deal. Okay. We'll do that, and I'll put a link to that. But good, I appreciate it. Search and rescue. Can we get a recap? Ralph Lopez on the camp and train weekend?
Well, it went good. It was good training, like always. Whenever we have other people come, things do happen for real. So, we rescued a lady out there that was laid out on the ground from heat stroke. A stubborn lady, didn't want to listen. If it wasn't for us out there, we'd be getting possibly called for a search and recovery. So, but it was pretty good. Everybody had fun. We had one of the guys was up in a tree. We had to get him out of the tree and bring him down, and medical him, and then get him out of there and stuff. So, but we had a fun time. So it was good. Everybody had a good time.
We had a lot of participation. There were, here's the summary. Over 32 participants from 6 different organizations. Us, Lilman, Gulfport CERT, Pasco, Sheriff's Volunteer Jeep Unit, Ralph's Florida CSAR Unit, and Pinellas County Emergency Management person there too. As Ralph said, while conducting this, we did spot that hiker in distress. All the teams did great. Communicated to incident command, triage and transported them to the base medical unit, and we really believe, we're convinced that the hiker, it was in mortal danger. If we didn't find her, transport her to safety, and until professional help arrived after we called 911, she would have been in real trouble.
Yeah, she got up to 103 degrees.
Yeah.
That's bad. Yeah.
That is bad. There's some safety stuff going on by Heidi, Ralph teaching some class, me as well, and all the rest of the team. Jason and James and Ed there teaching. We brought out that pod runner, and that was our comms unit, and they were doing instructional mats. There's an aerial view from the drone of some of that 8,000 acres of wilderness area. And there's that Jeep team, Pasco Sheriff's Jeep unit, and all their Jeep stuff coming out, and our water station and medical station right here. We tested out our backpack comms and our medical stuff and all the gear we needed for hiking out into the wilderness. And,
Hey, Reggie.
Yes.
The only annoying thing was the comms, the repeater, that 8-second delay. Every time we made a communications, we had to wait 8 seconds so it could shut off, and then we can make another communicate back. That was the only bad thing from the whole weekend.
I can't find a delay in it. I think people were just talking. The big problem where things went wrong is that people were using the repeater to talk amongst the teams. We weren't supposed to do that. We were supposed to be talking amongst the teams in simplex. Like when you guys were communicating with the Jeep team, I think a lot of that was people walking on each other, talking on each other, and the repeater can't decipher. Whoever's got the strongest signal is the one that gets the repeater. And anyway, I can't get it to reproduce the delay is basically what I'm saying. And the big thing was they weren't using the simplex like we were supposed to. The repeater's only supposed to be used to talk to incident command.
We'll practice that more, and we'll see how that goes. There was a delay,
yeah.
but I'm not sure if that was it. But it's good, and that's why we practice it. So, but comms did a good job. We'll have to work on that delay. Here's just another group picture. Eileen, Dennis in there, Doug, everyone else. Here's Heidi Ho. People did a nice job. Jason on the comms. There's our team 2, SAR. And even Ralph popping smoke there
Yeah.
in the wilderness to get our drone to come see that. So anyway, that was real nice.
Good time, yeah.
Okay, so that's it on there. Ronnie Lang could not be here, so I'll just touch on this. He's a former fire person and actually brush truck fireman, but he also has some floodwater SAR experience. So he's putting together a class so we can have a work session and class on floodwater search and rescue, since we have a boat and everything. But that'll probably be set up for the beginning of August, but we'll keep you informed as soon as he's back from New York and able to put that together for us. But he's already working on it, so look forward to that. Multimedia and internet team. James?
Alrighty, if you haven't been to the website lately, I've added some more pages. I'm still working on the members area. We have a link area that I have added lots of stuff to. If you want me to put more stuff on there that you're interested in or you think the group can use, email me. Also got a gallery started. If you have Dropbox or Google Photos, send me the link, and I will add those links to that page. Like I said, and Jason has said, we are now going to be placing all of our meetings up on our YouTube channel. Appreciate Jason there doing all the prettiness to it. It looks very well designed. If you guys Jason had posted out there, if anyone has any media experience or some type of experience on editing videos, please come forward, and we would love to add you to our multimedia team and have you edit our videos. Like I said, I was going to start recording the live ones. We don't know if we're going to do just straight feed out over Facebook or YouTube or whatever. Me and Jason really haven't talked about it and gone over everything, but
I got some input on that.
Okay.
So as I was telling Jen a couple months ago, I've got a lot of videos from various CERT teams, stuff I found on the internet that is like medical related and everything. And I really like them, but I'd like for us to do our own. So anybody that would be interested in like participating in that, doing some demonstrations, even being a victim, I'm game, and I'm sure James is always down to do something for CERT. We could record that and create our own videos. And then subsequently, the videos that I have, I don't know what the legal ramifications are for us reposting other CERT videos. Does anybody, I mean, if we put that we're just reposting it, you think that's going to be an issue with anybody?
What I usually do is I send a message through YouTube asking permission, and then I usually keep a copy of whatever they send back to me. That way I know that I have permission, and then I post it. Otherwise, I don't post it unless I have permission.
Yeah, these are just random videos. I'm not getting them off of
Right.
YouTube. It's just I don't even know where I got it from. I have thousands of videos of just random search and rescue, first aid, how to splint a leg, how to carry people. I guess we just go. If somebody says anything, we just take it down. I mean, I'm sure they're not going to sue us or anything. It wouldn't get nothing from us. Especially if I put on there. Okay, so I've got some other videos queued up that I've already done that I was going to start posting. I just wanted to run that by everybody. Somebody just posted, Glenn posted something.
Yeah, something dealing with U-Park.
Upcoming testing on U-Park. So thanks.
Oh, okay.
I see that.
Yeah, sorry. I just wanted to jump in there because I meant to mention that earlier and I forgot until he started talking about it. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I meant to ask. What do you guys think about that?
All right. Thanks, guys. I don't see Jen on here right now, but she has been keeping up with Facebook and whatnot and posting some of our events. So we appreciate that. Since she's not here, why don't we jump down to Renee? I think you had it at the bottom of your report, but if you would give us a quick update on finance and fundraising.
Okay, sure. So we had a $10,000 grant, and we are in the final stages of it. We have $2,973.62 left to receive reimbursement on. We just sent it out. We sent out $3,000 worth of reimbursements just because sometimes they throw out some things. So just so we're sure that we get the full $10,000. So we should, I would think, be getting that within the next 30 days. So we should be completely done with that. And then our May volunteer hours, we had 277 hours, a little over 277 hours, and we are attributed to each volunteer hours $26.32. So in volunteer hours for the month of May, we had $7,297.22. That's what the state of Florida we have to match what our grant is, and we never have trouble matching our grant, but that's what our value is in volunteer hours for the month of May. And then last is the level 2 background checks. If you haven't gotten a level 2 background check in the last 5 years, we need to have you get your level 2 background check. So if so, just go ahead and email CERT's email address and request it, and we'll send you the directions on how to obtain it. And I think that's it.
Thank you, Renee. Okay, great. Membership and logistics, Tom.
All right. First off, the status of the trailers, inventory, and any new equipment. As Jason mentioned, we got some new radios, one of which will be installed in the comms trailer, and so that'll be a great asset for that particular vehicle. That's really about it as far as new inventory stuff. What I do have, I'll mention, is that I do have one more component or one more piece of the puzzle to be able to put in solar panel on the storage trailer, which will then be able to provide us with the power we need to be able to maintain ventilation in that thing on a regular basis, which will make that trailer a little bit more manageable to work in when the summer weather is here. Well, I should say the summer weather is here already, but that'll help things. So once Renee gets that one last element that I need, then I'll be able to basically finish the installation. And I know some of you have been in there and you see the batteries that are sitting there. That's all going to be hooked up for charging, and we're going to be able to power, and I'm going to add some more lights inside there too. So if we're in there at night, we can actually see what the heck is in there. The new members, we do have a new, or I should say a re-engaged member. I don't see her here tonight, but Tiffany Gray, who had been a member back a few years ago, went on a leave of absence, I guess I'd call it. And now she is back and going to be active with us. So that'll be great to have one more person to share our experiences with. That's really about it at this point.
That's that person there behind Ralph. But thank you, Tom. Yes, just a quick note, because it has been asked regarding that and the grants that we've gotten. It's not just an open grant, so they give us 10,000. They allocate where we can use those funds. So we had a lot more this time with search and rescue, like 6,000 of it, but out of the 3,000 or 4,000 for comms, we didn't use it all. But if we don't use it, we lose it. But it's got to be used for that category. So since we have the funds, we got more radios. They're paying for it. They're reimbursing us. But we wanted you all to know that, because just because we have some extra funds, we can't use it wherever we want. If it's equipment, it's got to be equipment. If it's training, it has to be under training. So we use everything they give us, and it maintains we get to maximize our grant dollars. So, thank you, Renee.
Hey, yeah. I got a question. Reggie, even though it looks like SAR got the lion's share of it, a lot of that was communications for SAR. So we felt like we were kind of covering all aspects. We had medical, SAR, communications. So, we really, I think, fairly distributed through all the different categories that we have.
Correct.
Or that was our aim.
Thank you. Well, a lot of times comms gets the lion's share, but
they do.
But it's more evenly distributed. But it also depends on the state and what they give us and where to use it. So thank you. And it's a lot of effort involved there.
Hey, Reggie.
Yes.
We also got a new member, one of my boys, Marvin, that he's on right now.
Oh, okay. I'll take it off a share. I didn't know that, but
Marvin, he'll be taking the next
okay.
class.
Yeah. We had met before. I appreciate that. Well, look forward to seeing you in this new upcoming CERT class and being a new active member. So I appreciate that. That's great. Thanks for recruiting.
One more thing, guys, let your team members know if you think there's some kind of equipment or training or something. I have talked to some people about, how the grants could be used. Some of it could be used for training and stuff, as well as comms, SAR, all that stuff. But if you got some ideas, let us know now, let the team leaders know now, and then the team leaders will take that to the board and we'll put together some options and everything there, because we don't want everybody like sending Renee a bunch of emails. Hey, we need to buy this. Hey, we need to buy that.
Good call.
I don't want to
Good call.
interrupt, but I do see RJ's iPhone has his hand up. So whoever
That's Ron. That's Ron.
That's me again. The phone's hand is not up, just mine. I'm gonna put RJ's iPhone for Tom, Ron's phone. I'm gonna change the name. Hey, I've got a question then, because we're buying Anytone radios and stuff, and they're very good radios. But if you can't see them, they're not accessible. They make no provision for being a radio that if you've got a blind comms guy, they're not real runnable. I keep sending emails to Anytone and asking for info, and I hit a stone wall with those guys. So as we're looking at funds, as we draw down to the end of the year, I would ask we consider getting one radio that's accessible. And that way we've got one in the inventory. I don't have a mobile radio. I have a mobile radio. I'd be hard pressed to throw it into the mix, though. It's the only one I've got. But keep it in mind anyway.
Hey, Ron, what's the name of that radio?
The one that I've got, mine's old. We don't want to get mine. It's an old TMV 7A, but it does the job.
Give me a commercial radio, a DMR radio that would be friendly for you, and I'll make sure we get one.
I'll find out. Okay. Do we want DMR and then just analog?
Yeah. Well, I mean, DMR is primarily because it'd be a Part 90 compliant. Those DMR radios are commercial radios, so I know there's not going to be any problem with using it on the commercial repeater or a regular ham repeater,
Okay.
So that would be the requirement. I did look for a mobile radio that was compatible or would be useful for you, and I couldn't find any. You might find a handheld.
Well, they never say blind friendly. You got to read the docs, but that's okay. But my one question quickly, and I'm out again, and I'll let things roll. But are we confident that if it is a DMR Tier 2 capable radio, it is also Part 90 compliant?
Yeah, DMR is a commercial use radio.
I know what it is. But if I find a radio that does DMR Tier 2, are we confident it will be Part 90?
I'll say 90 because nothing's ever 100% certain.
Okay.
But I'm fairly confident that any DMR capable radio should be Part 90 compatible as well, just from the research that I've done.
Good enough. And I would say, remember, you want Tier 2 compatible because Tier 1 is the real basic DMR spec. All right. Yeah. Cool.
Usually everything I've got is Tier 1 and 2, so they do it all.
Yes, usually it is. There are some Tier 1 stuff floating out there.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
That's where you guys would pick up. You should actually, each team would want to have your own meetings. You can discuss some of that because
you guys, your eyeballs all glaze over. I can hear it happening. All righty.
We're going on to events and activations. Wildfire prevention. Nope. There it is. No, it's not. Apologies, gang. Where is that? Aha. There it is. Hope you all can see that. That is from Claudia. Now, that event is this Saturday at 10 a.m. This coming Saturday. It's only a couple hours, maybe even less if we had a lot of people. So I appreciate all of you who have already volunteered. I think a bunch of you are on there. Tom, Dennis, I know Eileen has, James, and others. Vicky, Callaghan. So thank you very much. Anyone else who can make it, just an hour or two. And we don't even have to talk to a lot of people. They've already made the bags and stuff. We're just dropping them off at the doors and helping them out. The wildfire crew, Florida wildfire crews will also be there doing that as well with them, the Florida Forest Service, sorry. So thank you for that. And that is this coming Saturday at 10 a.m. I'll resend that info out for you. And the next thing on June 28th is this or this. Hey, East Lakes Fire Rescue. They're doing a retirement for these guys, a couple of the chiefs and assistant chiefs, and then promoting some of the people who've been there a long time, like Chief Gennaro. This guy, Mike Porch, Deputy Chief Mike Porch, is actually our new liaison for our sponsor, for CERT. So he's the guy we primarily contact, but Chief Gennaro was the guy, so he's very familiar with us. But anyway, not only were we invited to do this, but they would like us to do some traffic control and parking for this event. So we'd show up at about 9 a.m. It is a Monday, so whoever can do it, we'd appreciate that. I know I've had a bunch of people already volunteer to assist in that, and they really appreciate us doing that. Since they are our sponsor, it'd be nice to show up, show them some love and support, and do that as well. So they'll be seeing us there. Again, Monday, January 28th at 10 a.m. But we'll be there at 9 for the parking. And that brings us to the annual picnic that has been put together. James, you got a quick summary on that?
I'll try to quick it. Basically, we're constantly doing training, and we've had a long year. So I was thinking maybe let's put together a picnic thing that we can just have some fun and get together and everything. Family, friends. I'm also inviting East Lake Fire. They can come by and get a meal and stuff. My family's gonna do hamburgers and hot dogs and all the dressings for it. And we're also inviting the Jeep crew and other CERT groups if they want to come out and stuff. But if you're interested, I sent out an email looking for 3 ideas on foods that you guys can bring out. About a week or 2 before it, I will send out a list of what you're responsible to bring to the group. If you decide to do sodas and water and stuff, preferably individual cans and bottles. That way we can use the cans to recycle them and get them the money and maybe donate that money to the fire department for their educational program. But it's going to be August 14th, and I'm going to be there all day from 7 to close. So you're all welcome, and it's just a matter of having fun. It's no training necessary. Just come out and have fun and mingle.
Thank you for putting that together, James. I'm sure we'll have a lot more updates on that as we go forward, but it's a nice event, nice idea. So thank you.
Did Ron put his hand up again, or is he just still up from last time?
I think that's still up from last time.
Okay.
Oh, I can't see it like anyone else. I'm sharing a screen.
That's just a graphic that's on his sign, and it's there all the time.
I don't know if I can turn it off.
He's always got his hand up. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay. I can't see that, or I don't see
Oh,
that.
I got it. I just lowered his hand. There you go.
Oh,
There
okay.
Oh, there we go.
Got it.
Yeah,
We'll go
I
back
thought
and share
the
it.
meeting leader could put it down, so I guess you got it right. Otherwise, I'll do it from now on.
Fair enough. We didn't have anything in old and new business that we haven't already covered. So does anyone have any thoughts, ideas, questions? Anyone? You can physically raise your hand or do the other one. No? Right now?
Lynn's got his hand
You
up.
can always email the board or any other individual as that comes up. So no need to wait each month. But
Len, you got your hand up there?
I just wanted to mention that the 3 area clubs are doing field day the weekend of the 26th.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, we forgot that.
Last weekend in June.
Yeah, for anybody who is a ham or potential ham, you don't have to be a member of the clubs. You're welcome to come by. It's a great experience.
Come at least check it out, guys. At least go check it out.
I won't be there, but I'll be operating in New Jersey that day. But hopefully, we'll make a contact with them.
I normally do the dog watch. I'll take the midnight to 8 a.m., but this year I'm probably not going to do it.
Hey, Reggie.
If you're new, ham dealer, go ahead with your question. I'll get up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Reggie, are we going to talk about next month, where we're going to have the meeting, or if we're going to continue with Zoom?
Yes, actually, that was going to be on the calendar thing.
Oh, okay.
But Jason, if you don't mind, you can just do the reminders, then I'll go to the calendar.
So yeah, we're back to the station again, guys. And I think everybody's cool. We're gonna try to do whether it's Zoom broadcasting there. Me and James haven't really worked it out. I need to go back to the station and look at the equipment that they got. I don't know if it's something that if they got cameras built in there or not too. If we'll have to bring all of our own. But I think we're going to try to do Zoom, and then we'll rebroadcast it. So we'll have cameras in there, so people talking can have a camera on them, and then somebody else will be monitoring the computer in the Zoom meeting, so that like Glenn can chime in and ask questions if he wants to, or any other members that are on the road or out of the state at the time. I'm pretty excited about that. We've actually been talking about that since we started doing the Zoom thing and doing that. So anybody wants to help that's good, handy with a camera, let me or James know, and we'll put one in your hand and put you strategically placed in the meeting so that we can have multiple angles and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, they do not have the cameras for us, but they do have the overhead. Plus, some people have mentioned they'd like the virtual. They want to maintain that. So we'll give the live a shot and we'll see how it does. Maybe we'll do both simultaneously. Here's your calendar real quick. Hopefully you guys were able to take advantage of the Florida tax-free week. But that's over and done with for this year. The wildfire prevention coming up this weekend. There's the one I wrote, but we didn't put it in there, the ARRL Field Day of 2021, the communications event and contest. So that's June 26th and 27th. We'll resend that out, but UPark is, along with CARS and others, are hosting that, and there's a sign-up sheet for that, so we'll resend that out. And then the 28th, we mentioned East Lake Fires requesting our help for parking and traffic control for their retirement and promotion event. And then next month, Florida Tax-Free Week. It's the first time they've ever done this in the history of Florida. They're calling it Tax-Free Freedom Week, which is really 4th of July, but celebrating fishing, boating, camping, outdoors, and other stuff we do in Florida.
Trying to buy a boat.
Well, I think there's a limit on the dollar amount there, but a lot of that, all that is tax-free from July 1st to the 7th. And then that FEMA course from 9th, 10th, 11th. And as Renee just mentioned, our next month CERT meeting will be live at the station again, but we'll do it live and virtual. So we'll see how that goes, and then we'll that'll have to evolve as we go forward. But that's it on the calendar for right now, for this month and the upcoming month. Let me go back to the bottom of this. Our typical reminders already been mentioned by Jason, CertNet, our CERT track, and also Mission Manager. Please put your time in and check into that as well. Because other certs have put info on there asking for help or volunteerism. So you can find other things there that they might not necessarily send to our email, but it's on Mission Manager. And before we go to adjournment, we're going to do not training. It's going to be a little limited doing virtual, but next month when it's live, it's much easier to do and more effective. It's tough to teach that over a screen, but we'll still go through with it this evening, which begs another question for the upcoming months. What do you want to see out of that quick hit training? Any ideas, thoughts, or suggestions, just email me, and or Jason, really, head of training, and he'll get that in there. We'll work on that one. So
Reggie, quick question. At last meeting we talked a little bit about getting CPR training. Do you have any updates on that at all?
Yeah. Who was
Fire station? Yeah, that was the fire station. Yeah.
You can actually go to eastlakefirerescue.org, and it is on their calendar, as Jason mentioned. And so they do have a date for, I believe, July is the first one that they have going on. So
Yeah.
you can definitely call in and sign up. I believe Claudia is still the point of contact there. So we can definitely, get on their roster and be able to refresh yourself. I for one, am definitely looking forward to that because my CPR has expired sometime during the COVID here.
Yeah,
Might as well. That was a good question, Jim. They did not inform me personally of that, but I'll check the site and we'll put it up in our calendar. So I guess next month we will kick that off. So a lot of us, almost all of us, I think, need certification or recertification, and we'll work on that. Well, with that, if there are no other questions, let me go off.
I have one little question real quick.
James, yep.
Basically, it sounds like I'm setting up these little get-togethers. Would like to know, I know this is way out there, but I like getting started on things. Our Christmas party, I'd like some suggestions on Christmas party locations. So if you can send me some suggestions so we can figure out what we can do for that, I would appreciate it. So just send me an email or send it to the group and give me some suggestions, because I know the place that we went to last time is no longer, and I think the other place that we went last year that only 5 of us showed up is willing to do it, but since everyone's starting to able to come together, it might be too small of a facility.
Hey, Jason, can we check you were willing to set up the original meeting when I met you over here at the park over by Key Vista? That where the gymnasium thing was, where we met.
Oh, the recreation center.
Yeah, that rec center. That might be a place to work because they've got a basketball court, so that should fit easily.
That'd be $25 an hour, and we got that place. I mean, but it had to be like a pitch-in type thing. Right. So that would be the only issue I see with it, unless Eastlake wants to like flip for the main, and then everybody bring in a side dish. I mean, that's something. It's something for us to talk about.
This is suggestion.
Yeah, good idea. And Jim, I meant to mention you two earlier. I know you got a lot of experience in training and stuff. And if you know of any classes or like instructors that would be willing to come out, teach us some things. I know Reggie was talking about somebody from North American Rescue, it seems like, coming out and doing something with us. We can get funds to pay people to come out and teach the whole class. Okay. So that's something to put on a proposal for next year's grant, schedule it. So let us know, what you got available.
I will.
I'll just pipe in on this CPR thing. I'm just looking at Eastlake Fire's website. July 7 is the next CPR course that they have available. So those of you interested, give a call, or probably the best thing is probably email to Claudia Hernandez at the Fire, and she will set you up for an appointment with that.
Yep.
Remember, it's $20.
Yeah. And it's $20 for us. Yes, unless that's changed, she'll be able to tell you if it's changed or not. And by the way, do definitely mention that you're an Eastlake CERT member, because otherwise it will be a little bit more expensive than that.
Yeah, it's $25.
Thanks for looking that up. Claudia will be there this Saturday, so I'll touch base with her then. Mm-hmm. And we'll put that out, but thank you. All right. Thank you guys for your input. And if there are no other questions or whatnot, motion to adjourn.
So said.
Satisfied.
Satisfied.
So done.